Bill O'Reilly accused Univision's Jorge Ramos of being biased.
All right, now, you're an anchor man. How can you possibly cover illegal immigration fairly when you're an activist, when you're a proponent of allowing them amnesty? How can you possibly cover the story? You should excuse yourself from it or recuse yourself from it.
I'm just a reporter.
Become like me, a commentator.
I'm just a reporter.
You're not.
Asking questions.
You're an activist.
Mr. Reilly, I don't think you are the right person to lecture me on advocacy and journalism when you spend most of your program
I'm a commentator. That's what I do.
Without asking questions. I can be tough with President Barack Obama and I can be tough with Donald Trump. But most of the time,
people can decide for themselves.
With Republicans.
They can watch your interview with Obama. They can watch my interview with Obama. And I'll tell you what, my interview was 100 times harder. Now, Jorge, why don't you just become like me, a commentator? You're not a newsman anymore. You're an advocate now.
I am simply a reporter asking questions. But sometimes, as a reporter, you have to take a stand when it comes to racism, discrimination, corruption, public lies, dictatorships, and human rights. You have to take a stand, and that's the only thing I'm doing.
Nobody has ever been in a repertorial range like you have been. And I'm not criticizing you for your stand. I'm saying you're in the wrong job. Be a commentator. Now, I got to tell everybody
that what Donald Trump is doing is very dangerous. He's proposing the largest mass deportation in recent history.
Jorge,
and who is going to challenge him? And that's our job as reporters.
No, a reporter reports, doesn't give an opinion. A commentator gives an opinion.
We report, but we also have to challenge those who are in power. The most important social responsibility of a journalist is to challenge those who are in power.
You're doing exactly what I'm doing, man. You just don't have the title.
Okay, so Bill O'Reilly is completely wrong. Of course, it's the job of the media to report the news, but they also have to inform viewers. So part of that is calling out factual inaccuracies. So this means that you need to be objective and provide viewers with facts. Bill O'Reilly has never heard of these things called facts and has no idea what they are if you brought it to his attention. So when politicians say things that are factually incorrect, well, it's the job of journalists to call them out. The media is an institution that is a check on government authority. If you don't have a media, you're going to have a very tyrannical government. So that's the job of them. They're supposed to inform voters and viewers. So Jorge Ramos is one of very few real journalists that actually is doing his job. He critiques not just Republicans, but Democrats as well. If you watch his interview with Barack Obama, it was crazy. I mean, he was pretty much calling out President Obama on a plethora of issues, and it was fantastic to watch. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hold the feet of politicians to the fire. That's why Jorge Ramos is trusted among his viewers. So now when Jorge Ramos told Bill O'Reilly that, I don't think you're the right person to lecture me on advocacy and journalism, that was awesome because it's so true. Fox News is the most brazenly biased network, and Bill O'Reilly has the audacity, really, to lecture Jorge Ramos on his activism when Bill O'Reilly, his whole goal is to spread propaganda and misinformation for the Republican Party. So Bill O'Reilly, you're the biggest activist of them all. You're part of the Republican establishment. You do what the party wants. You receive your talking points directly from the Republican Party. So you have absolutely no place at all to say that Jorge Ramos shouldn't be an activist. Because you are a hypocrite, sir. And it doesn't matter that you're a commentator. You claim to be a news network. You say you're fair and balanced, right? Well, then come on. Hold yourself to the same standard that you want to hold Jorge Ramos to. But Bill O'Reilly doesn't do that because Fox News is not a real news network. They are a propaganda machine. It's not surprising that one study showed that Fox News viewers are less informed than people who don't watch the news at all, because it is riddled with factual inaccuracies and is just propaganda. That's its whole goal. It's propaganda for the Republican Party. So Jorge Ramos is awesome to call out Bill O'Reilly for that.